we run a company called Take 3 Electric. So Take 3 Electrics, our mission is pretty simple. So it's to accelerate the transition to sustainable transport by providing reliable and easy access to electric vehicle charging solutions. It kind of came about after I purchased my first electric vehicle, and then trying to find a suitable solution that was affordable after spending quite a bit on an electric car, but also safe for my electric car. So this is my business. I'm the founder. I work with Bronwyn, who's the Chief Operating Officer as well. So we have a manufacturer based in China who manufactures on our behalf, providing affordable charging solutions to our customers. LawPath has allowed us to, make sure that we're on the right track from a legal standpoint in terms of compliance with the Australian regulations for electrical standards, as well as importation rules and regulations. It can kind of be an ever-changing scene, especially with the safety regulations for electric vehicles. They're always changing as well. So LawPath has kind of given us the ability to have a lawyer who, if they don't necessarily know, can get us in contact with another one of LawPath's lawyers to kind of help us navigate those ever-changing, regulations. So we use their free 30-minute as part of our subscription, that just kind of advice. So not necessarily sometimes something that you have to ask like a lawyer for, a complete full lawyer, but just to kind of put us on the right track. And it's nice to just have some legal advice as well when we have some questions. Yeah, so we've used legal services outside of LawPath before. And as I said before, those questions where you just need some general advice rather than hiring a lawyer for a set period of time, it was pretty difficult, especially as a startup, to have the capital that wasn't already going into products to be forked out to legal advice. So the LawPath, subscription service with that one's been really great, so that we don't have to, sign on a lawyer every time that we just have a couple of questions, and get charged in those 15-minute increments. So one of the biggest things that I like about LawPath is their introductory to, other lawyers. Their ability to know, when it's not in their realm of possibilities. We had a lawyer who was great to start with, and then just said, hey, this is not just my area of specialty. I'm going to get you in contact with one of our other lawyers who I know that's their area of specialty. And just having that, the flexibility to have them all bounce off each other as well is really great, rather than some of our questions are very specific to safety and regulation. Some of our questions are more broad and more relate to running a business and having the legalities of that. So having the team environment on, LawPath's behalf, where they can collaborate and put us between different lawyers, has been really great. And it's been really great to just have the general advice for pretty much everything. So our first lawyer that we had, actually, as I spoke about before, was the one that kind of gave us a bit of general advice and went, hey, this really isn't my area of specialty. Although he was great and provided the real advice that we kind of did need, he was able to get us in touch with a lawyer who was specialized in safety and regulation. So having that first in-depth, hey, this is how I think it's going to go, this is who I'm going to get you in contact with. And it was just really great to have not just be handballed between a lawyer who might know. He went out and really did some investigation between the company and tried to find that lawyer that was going to be best for us and our requirements for it. So that first call that we had kind of sealed the deal with us using LawPath. It was a great experience. So the whole seamless, we booked the appointment. I think it was the next day after. We were pretty lucky to get in. So just having the whole, somebody actually cares about us, cares about our startup, is genuinely interested in helping us, was just really nice to, instead of have a barricade up, it was just really nice to have somebody who was actually on our side. So we actually used the LawPath tool to set up our company and divide the assets as well, so shares and everything. So that's been really, great, because it is a little bit of a challenge going in with two people rather than as a sole trader, or just where I have 100% of the shares. So having that set up in a way that Bronwyn and I are both happy with, and making sure it's all both financially sound and legally sound was really great as well. So yeah, it's just been like for the, not just for staff as well, but for our exclusivity deals that we've had to do with manufacturers, just having, because we do deal with overseas companies, just having that reassurance that they kind of know what they're doing as well has been really great. So Tech3 Electric will hopefully in the near future be bringing in more products. With that becomes also more exclusivity deals that we do need to, I guess, draft up. So, but the long term would just be kind of having that name brand that people associate with as a good quality, but also a nice entry point. Nothing that's, I guess, the high end of things, but also not the entry level things where you kind of go, is this something that's going to damage a car that I've just spent $70,000 on? So having that, making sure that our quality control is the best it can be, and our relationship with our manufacturer, so that we can produce those high-end products. But yeah, also just kind of break into the ever-changing electric vehicle market. So one of the biggest things that I loved, I actually used it prior to then signing up for the subscription base, was the document library. So having those pre-templates of all of the documents that you kind of might need, something that yeah, it's all well and good to go and type in an exclusivity deal into Google and get something out, but then knowing that it's been, I guess, vetted by a lawyer and it is legally sound, it's been really great. So just having those documents that you can go, you know what, I need this today, or I need a media shoot because I'm going to be taking photos of somebody with the product. So that was, I guess, our first stepping stone into Warpath, but that would be one of the things that I'd say, if you are looking for those documents, the document library, Warpath has been one of the best things.